Hello, Haunted Heart Society viewers, and welcome to not my spare bedroom floor for the first time. We are talking tea leaf reading as part of our Divination Series today, and welcome to the practical portion. As you can see, we needed to be all out with snackies and fancy teacups.
Well, it wouldn't be tea if you didn't have a proper party of it.
That's very true, yes. The ultimate ritual of girlhood, the tea party. So, you will get some more information. I just shook the camera again. You will get some more information about both of these books when I actually do my regular filming, but we are talking with Tea Leaf Reading by William W. Hewitt, and the fortune-telling book, Reading Crystal Balls, Tea Leaves, Playing Cards, and Everyday Omens of Love and Luck by no author. More information to come. It's gotta be in the book. Oh, here he is. Jillian Kemp.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. So these are my reference guides that we will be working with. And to get the party started, we are going to prepare the tea. We have already each selected a teacup, and I've put about half a teaspoon's worth, as per the book directions, of black tea. This is an Earl Grey, Night Court Grey specifically, by Flora and Folklore. I obtained it at the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair. It's delicious. So, shall we get started?
Yes.
Oh, did we want to talk about why
Sure.
the teacups are? Okay, would you like to go first?
Sure. I have chosen my Toronto teacup. I'm not really sure where this came from. It's from a box of just miscellaneous teacups and saucers.
So I have chosen what I thought was the Royal Country, like the Royal Albert Country Road Roses pattern. It turns out that is not what this is. This has a sticker on the back that says Royal Sealy, Japan. So the reason I actually picked this cup is my friend, Maddie, gave me the cup itself. She found it at a yard sale, something like that. But it didn't have the matching saucer, so I went and found the matching saucer. But I've loved this pattern since I was a little girl. It's one of the only, it's at least I should say, the original Old Country Roses pattern. My mom had the china, and I loved it from the time I was very small, and I always wanted it. So hence, this is one of my favorite teacups. So the books have multiple ways to do this. One way is that you just cover the leaves with a little bit of water and then let that steep for a minute, swirl it, do it. We're gonna just, have tea. So you can also fill your cup completely. Here. Let it steep to your liking. So yes, as we consult.
You had also said that, or I guess I'll let you tell about the energies.
Oh yes, so by preparing your cup of tea, spending time drinking your cup of tea, and essentially imbuing it with your energy, that is how you get the appropriate symbols for the person who is reading the cup. According to this one, you can read for someone who is not currently with you or who cannot prepare the cup of tea themselves, and you essentially have to focus, like you place your hand over the cup and you focus on the name and like the vibe of the person who you're attempting to read for, but by spending time like brewing your own cup and drinking it, it's supposed to imbibe it with enough energy that you can accomplish this. So we are going to let these steep for a few minutes. If I go ahead preparing the teacup, you get a cup and saucer. It must be clean. Do not use a mug because mugs have straight sides. You need the sloping sides of the teacup because that will properly disperse the leaves. You want to use loose leaf tea since bag tea is too finely ground essentially and it will not form clumps, it will not form shapes. You want to pour very hot water on the leaves, either just enough to cover or enough to enjoy a full cup of tea. And you want to impregnate the leaves with your energy. In order to do this, you may just enjoy, literally, this guy's a little woo-woo even for me. It must impregnate the tea leaves. So you can either just basically place your hand over the cup for 1 to 2 minutes, or you can sit and enjoy tea in the company of others. And there's 2 different techniques for sloshing when we get to that point.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
We're not there yet. So we will, at this moment, we will just impregnate the tea leaves with our particular energies. I told you, this guy's a little woo-woo even for me.
I don't like that phrasing.
Yeah. So you'll just let the cup absorb your vibe, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. See, surprisingly, you have a lot of floaters. I don't have a lot of floaters. Oh, wait, there's bubbles. And there's bubbles. Do you have bubbles in yours?
What's the bubbles mean?
I learned about the bubbles. Hold on. Bubbles were a good portent.
So you can see bubbles.
It is unlucky to stir the tea with anything but a spoon, by the way.
A silver spoon?
It just says a spoon. Here it goes. After pouring a cup of tea for yourself or a friend, notice if there are bubbles floating. If so, they mean kisses for you, and if they touch the rim, they augur money. So if you have any bubbles touching the rim, it means money is coming your way.
I do not.
And bubbles mean kisses. So if you have bubbles in your teacup, you have kisses for you.
I don't think that one's true.
Yeah. Mine are all floating around. We shall see.
It's very slowly sinking to the bottom.
Yeah, I still have a few floaters.
Did you have bubbles?
Mm-hmm.
Any
Are they
touching
touching
me?
the side?
No.
No money.
No money. No money for either me or Colleen. Let's see. Yeah, this is all. Also, if you are to stir someone else's tea with a spoon, you are stirring trouble for them. If the tea you make is unexpectedly weak, it means that the friendship is weakening. If the tea you make... Thank you. I already have plenty of trouble. If the tea is unusually strong, it means a friendship is growing stronger. And to break a teapot is an omen of losing a loved one. If you spill tea while making the pot, it forecasts luck to the woman of the house. And to inadvertently place 2 spoons in a saucer is a sign of marriage for the person using the saucer. So if you accidentally...
This is really a 2-person activity.
Apparently so. And I have heard that you're not supposed to stir tea in a circular motion, but instead you're supposed to push it backwards and forwards in your cup. This is actually, I'm getting a little more color now that I have agitated the leaves. Each floating leaf or ground represents a message on its way to you, from a man if they are dark colored, from a woman if they are light colored. Oh, I have many light colored messages coming in. You have some man messages coming, and a few women messages coming.
I've got a stick and a flower. There's a metaphor there, I'm sure.
I have 3 flowers and a single stick. Like I said, I know my boss is supposed to... Oh, hey, I've got bubbles touching the rim now. Maybe I'll have a little bit of money.
My bubbles are gone since we stirred it.
I have 2 bubbles.
Oh, I just made
I'm just going to eat the flower. I'm sure it's fine. Maybe not.
It's like eating a bug. So small.
Yeah, they didn't... It did not give any advice about floating tea. Also, unfortunately, you just have to drink the hot, barely enjoyable leaf juice. This flavor is delicious, by the way, when it's actually, brewed nicely in a pot or, in a big cup.
So you were giving me a little bit of an introduction to this earlier. You mentioned there were 2 different types of questions you could ask your teacup.
Oh, yes. So if you'd like to get the answers to a particular question, think on that while you enjoy your tea. If you do not have a particular question in mind, honestly, your teacup will just give you about a year's outlook. And depending on the position of where the leaves clump in relation to the handle, how far up and down the cup they all portend different messages and different times of the year for when it's going to happen. In Victorian times, asking someone to pour the tea, you would ask them to please bitch the pot.
Bitch the pot?
Bitch the pot. Or would you like to play mother? You're the one who's pouring the tea.
All right.
Don't ask me why that has...
All right. Well, the Victorians had some peculiar phrases.
The Victorians were a really naughty lot. Everyone thinks, oh, very prim and proper. They weren't.
Yeah, here's the thing. They didn't publish their naughtiness necessarily. The thing is, nowadays, there's naughty books, but the naughty books are also the regular reading.
Yeah, that's true. With the rise of romanticy, it's become, you can't just pick up a fantasy novel without there being a romantic subplot, or most of the novel being the romantic subplot. Okay. You want to leave very little liquid if you can, but don't get a mouthful of leaves. Nope, still gotta drink more.
The shape of this cup might work to my advantage because of the way it's tapered, so the leaves are going to get caught in the part where it starts going concave.
Yeah, so I don't know how well we can see. Basically, I have leaves with a very tiny slosh of water left in, just enough to move them around, but not enough to submerge them really. There's space on the surface. I can't focus. Okay. I might try to get... While you finish that, once you are ready, you're going to take your cup, and there's 2 schools of thought here. One school of thought is that you just turn it 3 times in a counterclockwise motion, and then flip it upside down in your saucer to drain. The other school of thought is that you essentially like whip this up enough that it like sloshes over the side. I think I'm just gonna go with swirling it around a few times in a counterclockwise motion, plopping a paper towel in my saucer. Like vigorous without, yep, we got slosh. And just hoping for the best.
Oh, see, now mine's got my leaves on it.
Well, that's
might
fine.
I feel like this is maybe a little bit too much tea leaves.
It said half a teaspoon.
Yeah, half a teaspoon is like tiny.
I
Maybe
have-
it's this cup.
I don't know. I have mostly clumpage.
Is this any better?
Maybe we left too little liquid. I don't know. This could be, you know, it could be a shape. The large clump could be a shape.
Well, here, should I just flip it then?
Yeah, just go ahead and flip it. Give it a little swirl and flip. I have a bunch of stuff coming up the sides of mine.
I lost some.
That's good. Okay, so now comes the part where you have to start. Mine is a very large, it looks very hand-like. Yeah, I think you were right, this might be too much tea leaves. But then I also have all this stuff off to the side there. I definitely have a bird. That is a bird.
I've got like a little poodle dog.
Oh yeah!
Oh, that one's a cat.
That's definitely a cat.
And that one's like a little puppy. It looks like a dachshund.
I see two people.
It's a
like
dachshund.
reaching
No,
to each other.
It's a dachshund.
All right, let's see. Well, okay, we're seeing pictures. We're getting stuff. What's yours kind of looking like?
Down here, I got a vulture with antlers.
It's a bird with its talons down.
Oh yeah, that is like definitely.
It's an eagle.
That is an eagle straight up. Eagle is actually one of the things in here. Okay, I definitely feel like I'm getting like a clawing hand. That's what I'm getting. But yeah, that is
I got a
such a
little
cat.
cat.
That is a cat.
I've got a dachshund with long hair
I'm not
and
seeing the tax in
a
there.
vulture with antlers.
Okay, so all right, let's get into some of the. I saw a cat. Let me get the cat out here.
And the cat is closest to the handle, too.
Yep, okay, so now here is the important part. You take the cup
Oh, there's actually, well, the vulture is also right on the handle.
right on the handle.
And the cat is right there.
Okay, so you take the cup and you point the handle towards yourself. So now, important factoids are anything to the left of the handle is now. You go, clockwise a quarter around, that's about 3 months from now. At 12 o'clock, you've got 6 months from now. And on this side, you have 9 months from now. Anything very close to the handle on the like on the right-hand side is about 1 year. You also have time. So anything in the bottom of the cup, oh, these are all examples, I didn't want examples. Quit hiding things on me. The closer, here it is. The closer to the bottom, or the closer to the inside of the rim, I should say, okay. Starting at the top, you have the beginning of the month. As you get close to the bottom, things happening at the end of the month, and then in the very base, you have things in the next 12-month period. So, lots of things to keep track of. All right, let's start with the very clear and obvious cat. A bush, a butterfly. Here we go. Cabbage, camel, candle.
The cat is the closest to the handle on the left.
Yes, so that is immediate. Cat. A cat indicates treachery.
Oh no.
The treachery is directed against you. This treachery is usually not life-threatening or physically injurious. If the sign meant physical danger for you, the cat would have to be coupled with some highly negative symbol such as a bat or a snake, but it is just a cat by its lonesome, very immediate. The cat symbolizes the sneaky, stab you in the back treachery. Often the person who is doing you harm is someone you know or pretends to be a friend. The treachery is most often directed to hurt your reputation or deprive you of some opportunity. For example, you are in line for a promotion and a coworker does or says something to deliberately hurt your chances for promotion. The cat treachery against you is almost guaranteed to be successful if the cat is alone or coupled with any negative symbol. However, if coupled with a positive symbol, the treachery will not be as severe. It takes a very powerful positive symbol to completely overcome the effects of the cat, such as the angel or the star. So,
Why can't it just be a cute little kitten?
I don't know. I'm also, that is very cat. So unfortunately, there is some treachery coming for you. Let's take a look and see if dachshund is separate than dog, or if dog. A dog signifies a faithful friend. It isn't just a casual friend or acquaintance, but rather a true loyal friend who will be there for you whenever you need him or her. If the dog is by itself in the cup, it indicates that your friend will be there to give you companionship and comfort during your troubles. If the dog is coupled with another symbol, you must blend the two symbols to determine the meaning. So, very positive. So maybe after your period of treachery, very soon, you will have a faithful friend who comes forth in the next 3 months to support you in your troubles, if they have not done so already.
I guess.
All right, what was the other one you said you had?
A vulture.
I definitely... See, it's funny, because I'm like over here going, I can see lots of different things.
What do you see?
Are we talking like this chunk right here?
This right here.
Yeah.
See, here's its back with its wings and its beak.
Oh, yeah, now I definitely see the vulture. With the little piece on top, it was giving me something else. But yeah, no, I definitely see the vulture. Okay, let's go down to...
I can't imagine a vulture is a good one.
It's not even listed here.
Okay, what about bird of scavenger?
Yeah.
Bird of, not prey, or scavenger birds.
Generic perched bird.
It looks
Generic
perched.
flying bird.
It looks
duck.
perched to me.
Eagle, by the way. The eagle indicates that you will soar over trouble, obstacles, and resistance. An eagle is a good symbol to find in a cup because it promises that you will have whatever it takes to triumph. And your whole cup is one giant eagle. So you have a lot of vulture.
Oh.
Foretells poverty, deprivation, serious disruption in your financial status and material security, caused by some person you trusted who let you down. Okay, you gotta look at your circle here. Usually deliberately through deception. Okay, so you can act ahead of time to avert the problem. Heed the warning of the vulture, and you can avert disaster. So based on that, so here's the deal.
This has been so negative.
The cup is warning you, though. You know that if you can avert the treachery, and so it says the vulture. The vulture is like right on the handle, but just to the left. So it's giving you a year to root out the treacherous cat friend and avoid disaster from the vulture.
I only have like 3 friends.
I don't think it will be. Maybe it's more of an acquaintance. I don't know, because it said it was like a friend. It wasn't an acquaintance. What else you got in there? You looked at the dog. The dog was good. I'm seeing a generic flying bird, like a little V down there. Boop, boop.
Oh, yeah.
I also have a generic flying bird. I definitely saw a V upside down. It's upside down, so I don't know if that means anything. A generic bird in flight indicates that a good message is either in process of being sent to you or will be shortly. So you have about 6 months from now, good message. I also have a good message somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 months from now. I have a giant grasping hand. At least I'm going to call that a giant grasping hand. Hammock, hand. A hand indicates friendly assistance. If coupled with any symbol indicating another person, you will receive assistance from that person. Otherwise, you will be the one giving assistance to someone else.
Oh.
I could be your faithful dog.
I mean, that's probably accurate.
If the hand is coupled with another symbol, you will get a clearer picture of what your assistance will be all about. For example, if coupled with a desk, you will assist someone at work. With a star, you will give someone assistance in a situation that will cause the public to notice you. Never interpreted literally. Yeah, I'm not getting any other, like, I am not seeing pictures. I see the little bird, like, I have one upside down flying V. I have really what I'm looking like this, the claw hand.
Okay, so explain the tree again.
Okay, so down at the bottom, I'm seeing, like, the trunk of a tree branching off into canopy. So, like, trunk. So I'm seeing, like, the trunk here branching off into canopy, like I can see the canopy, maybe
Dude,
some like
there's a face in that tree.
Oh.
Look it, there's 2 eyes and like
a gaping mouth.
mouth.
Now that you mention, I mean, I see that, but I was
says
seeing
that I am the treachery.
QRSTUV. Okay, come on, here we go. Teardrop, television, tent, 3 sixes, throne, tiger.
Tree, no, I just saw tree.
Oh.
It's okay.
Okay, beautiful. A tree pertains to your family. Family includes your parents, siblings, spouse, and children. It does not include other relatives or in-laws, so blood relations only.
So, what if the treachery is from my own parents?
It says here, by itself, the tree indicates a strong, close-knit family in which there is love, trust, and mutual support. If the tree is coupled with any positive symbol, your family will have strong, healthy genetics and will be predisposed to long, healthy lives. If your tree is coupled with any negative symbol, your family has no unity or closeness. Yours is fragmented family whose attitude is every man for himself. So I'm looking at this one going, I mean, it's not touching any of our other symbols that we saw in yours, so except for whatever this giant lump is, but
Yeah, I think it's just a lump.
I think it's just a lump.
But here's the thing, my vulture is perched at the base of this tree.
He's perched above it.
He's
at
like
the
perched
base.
on the roots.
It's giving claw.
Mine really like kind of spread out more than everyone else's.
Mine just stayed really hooked together.
You know what else it is? It's a banana.
Banana.
Oh yeah, with the
A
peel.
banana and it's being peeled.
Ooh, let's see a banana. I think I saw a banana. Hold on.
Banana.
Banana signifies a foreign country. It usually means that you will receive news from a foreign country, probably by a letter. If it is a bunch of bananas, then you will be communicating back and forth with someone in a foreign country more than once. If the banana is coupled with another symbol, then blend the two meanings to obtain a more detailed interpretation. For example, if a banana is next to an airplane, I will be traveling to a foreign country during the time period indicated in the cup. So honestly, I would like to practice this more because this is a fun one I could probably pull out as like a party trick.
In a different book with someone else writing it, the symbols might all mean something different.
Yeah. So let's go see real quick. Okay, so if we go to main here, let's go look at broom in this one and see.
Does that one have cat?
Oh yeah. No, well it says okay. Oh, love symbols. Cat, your love life will be happy. You may renew an old acquaintance.
Now that is completely different.
That is
than what this
absolutely
book said.
opposing.
So I don't feel like a dog really means anything different. A dog as a symbol is pretty universal.
Happiness. You have some faithful friends and family members, but it is also a warning to be on guard. You may also adopt a dog or look after one while its owner goes on vacation.
That's not likely.
All right, well, so faithful friends and family. That makes sense.
That's similar.
So the cat has a completely different meaning in this book. Your love life will be happy and renew an old acquaintance. Let's see if there's an eagle or a bird in this one. I'm curious. Bird, you will soon receive good news you have long wished to hear. It indicates you will rise above your problems, so the eagle is very similar in this. The warning is not to abandon the nest in post haste.
Well, that could apply to my vulture rooting on my tree roots.
Yeah.
I think the conclusion here is the symbols can kind of mean whatever you ascribe to them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for me, as a cat lover, I would not consider a cat to be
They're not treacherous.
A treacherous. No, cats are not treacherous animals.
Cats they're sneaky, but like
They're either cuddlebugs or aloof.
yeah.
That's not treachery. Dogs are pretty much universally used as symbols of loyal friends.
Yeah.
And companions. So that's pretty. The tree, yeah, I could see how that relates to family since we use trees to show, generations.
I think it's just like any of these divination techniques where it all depends on who you're talking to, what interpretations and like what information that you as the reader are bringing to the querent. Like, it's all so subjective. Like, I literally am looking at this and I'm definitely like, oh, horse. But yeah, you turn it a little bit this way and suddenly you got peeled banana. And then if we turn it this way, now I see like creepy claw hand.
So in conclusion, none of it means anything.
Oh yeah. That's, as I said in palmistry, none of this means anything.
It means whatever you want it to mean, more or less. So yeah, you can even because we even looked at these clumps of leaves and saw different pictures.
Yeah.
So, but I guess it is kind of fun to ponder maybe like our personal or cultural associations to these different things in the world and how they might relate to our lives. It's more, I guess, maybe a self-reflection exercise than anything else.
But it definitely is. It's just a fun time. Like it'll be like a fun party trick to pull out. Like I pull out tarot at parties and people like freak out. So I always find that funny. But yeah, this will just be like another fun little party trick to have. And I'm gonna have the full deep dive. We're actually filming this before I have done the full research and planned out my script. But it's definitely cool to sometimes get the practical, and then when we come back, I can be like, oh yeah, like how I saw this and that. So yeah, I don't know.
All right, well, wrap it up.
Okay, we're gonna eat our snacks now.
Yeah. All right, so thank you for watching, and you can find us here on YouTube, and we're also on Instagram. Yeah, we have a podcast that's on a lot of different platforms. So if you enjoyed this video,
make sure to like and subscribe and find us everywhere.
Yeah, so leave a comment about maybe you saw some different pictures in our leaves. Let us know.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, stay haunted.